What is up? Sluts and cum dumpsters. And everything in between. My fault for the very, very late stream. It will probably happen again. I'm gonna be real with y'all, chat. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I haven't ate all day. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show y'all my order, and then y'all can decide from there what y'all want to say about me. So why not just kind of start it off? So starting it off as always, large lemonade. Large. When it comes to food, don't let the body size fool you. I'm a fat chud. I can eat for 3 people. Can y'all tell? Can y'all tell? Can y'all tell? Yep. I can eat for 3 people, chat. Holy shit. That's gross. Second, we got the large fries. Is there a star on the front of this? They actually smell fresh. I think I got there whenever they just made fresh fries, so that's always exciting. These bitches need salt. And then for the main course, my McDonald's order is always. Hold on, there's fries at the bottom of the bag. I gotta eat them. Well, bang. Let's look at the quality of the nuggets. Ooh, those look good. Those look good. 20 piece. I always get 20 piece. My order is always 20 piece, large fry, large drink, and you can't forget about dessert. 2 pies. Yep. And remember, go for the cream pies. The cherry cream pies are the absolute best. Literally, the lady looked at me dead in the eyes and said, "Go kill yourself, we don't have any." And I was like, fuck. Nah, I'm joking. She was a very nice lady, I think. She was like, "We don't have cherry pies right now. Do you want an apple pie?" And I was like, "You know what? Double it." Double it and give it to me. And that's how I got 2 pies. But yeah, that's my McDonald's order, guys. Crayons my goat. How was the end of your stream? Sorry I couldn't reach it. Did we reach the end of the boss? What was the objective of today? I'm grinding quests right now because I was really underleveled in the boss fight. Underleveled. Underleveled. Level 31 versus 51? Just max out Charizard, bro. Just max out Charizard, little bro. Yep. Speaking of Charizard, I've been wanting to legally download the game on my computer so we can play Pokemon. I pulled out my Rayquaza. Bro. While I'm eating, honestly, this might just be an eating stream. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Also, these fries are tiny. What is that? Right. So, as I was sitting through McDonald's drive-thru line, because I couldn't go inside to pick up my order, I was thinking about my young self and how I used to be a slut. And it reminded me of some amazing stories that I had. I've told y'all the catfish story. And if I haven't, I'll gladly retell it. But it made me think of another time with this racist lady. Like, man. One thing I found out quick. Some white people are crazy. What can you do? Fuck them. Don't actually do that. Or do. I'm not your dad. But, as I was saying, it was me and this girl. And we had been messaging for a little bit. Nothing too crazy. I put my hat on like a slut. like a frat guy. Poorly uneducated. I voted for the orange man. I'm not actually turning my head back around. But I had been messaging this girl for a little bit. Not too long. I would want to say less than a month. And I knew what I wanted. She knew what I wanted. But she couldn't handle what I wanted. And she had a weird way of expressing it. So we were texting, we were calling. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was an idiot. I was dumb. But I made my intentions very clear on what we were, or what I wanted, I should say. And I was like, look, man, I'm not looking for a relationship. You're either cool with that or you're not. And then I'll just move on, go next. And she's all like, no, we're cool. And I was like, all right, bet. This is cool. I'm cool with this. She was not cool with it. But we'll get to that part. So we're chilling, texting one night, and we're kind of freaked out. Freak Bob's on the phone, asking to lick Ranch Awesome Toes, because that's what Freak Bob does. Not me, that's Freak Bob. And there are some, if you FaceTimed on iPhone before, there's a feature where you can take photos of the other person while you're on FaceTime. And that's what we were doing. And well, I start falling asleep. And you know, whenever you start falling asleep, whenever I start falling asleep on FaceTime, I'm like, oh, it's time to hang up. Time to go to bed. Excuse me, time to go to bed. Night's over, call's over. Have a nice night. I'll text you in the morning type shit. And I'm just kind of dozing off. And then I'm kind of like woken up by a bunch of flashing. Because if you don't know, FaceTime photos, they like flashbang all over your face. And I'm like, what the hell was that? And this other girl's all like, nothing, don't worry about it. And I was like, okay, well, I'm falling asleep, I'm going to go to bed. She was like, all right. And she was trying so damn hard to fall asleep on this goddamn phone. And I was like, lady, I don't fucking know you. I don't want to know you. We already laid down the ground rules. I hung up, went to bed. Wake up in the morning to pictures of me that she sent me of me while I was dozing off. And it's like, oh, you look so cute falling asleep or whatever. And I immediately went, delete those. Get rid of those. Put them in the shadow realm. And I was like, look, man, I already told you what my intentions were. We're not doing this cutesy lovey-dovey stuff. I'm here for one reason and one reason only. And you said you were cool with it. If you aren't cool with it, I'm gonna just go. And she was like, oh, my bad, I didn't know. And I was like, how the fuck did you not know? I've already told you like 20 million times. And it just kind of goes on like this for a little bit, but I'll skip over to the good part. So one night, I'm not doing anything. It's about like 11 to 12 in the morning. And I got nothing going on. I don't have work the next day. I'm chilling, I'm vibing. And she just sends me a text and she's like, look, man, come over. And I'm like, I don't know, like, I'm not really feeling it. I'm kind of vibing by myself right now. Like, no. And she was like, let's get into it. And I'm like, I don't know, like, kind of vibing. I'm not really feeling it tonight. Anyways, I was like, I'm not feeling it tonight, like, but she keeps on pushing, and after like 10-15 minutes of her asking, pushing, I finally bulge. I finally break, and I'm like, man, let's see what I'm about to get myself into. Genuinely one of the worst nights. Like, I'll just continue with my story and tell y'all why it was one of the worst nights of my life. So she sends me the Addy. She's like, this is where I live. And to give you some groundwork, they owned a shop. And there were trailers behind behind said shop. Each individual trailer for every family. And I'm like, all right, I see this big ass shop. And I'm like, oh, do I just like pull up into the shop? I just text her. And she calls me immediately. She's like, do not pull into the shop. Do not even go past the fence. You're going to have to park somewhere and then walk. We got a shit ton of cameras, but I know how to get around them. So I'll meet you out there. So I was like, sick. Like, I might get shot. Like, that's what was going through my head. I'm like, I might get shot at. I might die. Just a little bit. I might die. And so she says what she said she was gonna do. She meets me at the gate, and she's like crouching down, and she's like, all right. I didn't tell you this before, but I'm going to tell you this now. I know the path to not be seen by the cameras. So you have to squat down. You have to follow me. But my dad is super racist. I'm talking, he does not like brown people. Like, I'm looking around like, this should have been something that should have been discussed before I like pulled up. Okay, sick. Like I'm looking around, I'm like, I'm gonna get shot. I'm gonna die, and it's this bitch's fault, bro. Literally, what's going through my head? I'm like, oh my god. In chat, I shit you not. She looks at me. She's like, I'm not racist though. You don't have to worry about that. Just stay low and follow me. I find it very amusing when somebody has to clarify they're not racist after telling me that their family is super fucking racist. And the crazy thing is that like that's not the first time that's happened to me. It's crazy that it's happened like more than 3 times. But anyways, I'm fucking crouched down middle of the firing zone, fucking going through my head like, bro, just don't get seen. And we were like, it's this whole ass path, bro. It's this whole ass path. And literally the night before it had rained. And I had sandals on. So my feet are like covered in mud and whatnot. It's not cool. My feet are cold and now they're crusty. But we finally make it to the back of the shop, back to her room, back her whatever it's called. And I'm like, first thing I noticed that genuinely like made me want to almost throw up and leave was the smell. Because it smelled bad. It smelled like an animal had peed in there and they never cleaned it. Like ever. It smelled like the animal had peed in there 5 years before and they just left the smell there. So I'm like, oh my god. But I'm like, can I wash my feet off? Like, yeah, mud all over me. And she's like, yeah. Shows me the bathroom. I wash my feet off. Toes, mint. And then we're just chilling. You know, I wash my feet off. I'm like walking down. I'm walking head down. And we get to her bed. And remember whenever I said that she wasn't racist? Or that she told me that she wasn't racist? Head down. I get into her room. I'm like looking around. I'm scoping the area out. Trump. Big ass flag. 2024. This lady has the gall to look at me in the eyes and be like, that's not mine. Are these your photos underneath it? Yeah. Is this a picture of you on your wall? Mm-hmm. Is this your flag? No. Never seen it before. So now it smells bad. I'm uncomfortable. And I just want to leave without getting caught because I'm scared we're gonna get shot by a white supremacist. So I'm just chilling there. She's on one side of the bed. I'm on the other side of the room. And she's all like, let's start. She starts getting freaky. She starts getting freaky. She starts trying to take off her shirt. I'm like, baby doll. let's talk about stuff. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? Like, what do you do for a living? She's like, I know what I'm about to do tonight. I'm like, go to bed. But I'm chilling, vibing. And fast forward a little bit. It still smells so bad. And after like 30 minutes, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna head out of here. I gotta go. And I just straight up lied to her. I'm like, I got work in the morning. The dumbest thing I could have done. Was lie to her. And so I put my sandals on. I leave the room that is like infested with pee. And she's like, all right, well, don't get caught on the cameras. Completely slipped my mind that I can get shot. So I'm like, it's cool, I can use my flashlight. And she's like, do not use your flashlight. Do not use your flashlight. You will get caught. And I'm like, sick. And my plan was use my flashlight, see where my footprints were, and just follow them. I can't see shit. It's dark as hell. We're in fucking Fucksville, Virginia. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to get shot. Yeah. But I see one footprint. I squat down, and I'm like thinking in the back of my mind, like, just get the fuck out of here. If I leave now, they will never see me again, ever. I can sell my car and get a new one. But I'm battling through the trenches, and I do see a giant ass camera. And I'm like in my head, I'm like, if I see it, it sees me, I'm done. I'm cooked. But I get back into my car because I'm like, I just need to get out of here. And I get a message from the girl. Crazy white lady. And she's all like, you did good. I didn't see you on the cameras. Thanks. But I dipped the fuck out of there. And I leave. Never return again. And I thought that was the end of my worries. I was wrong. Because I don't message this girl, right? I don't message this girl. I'm done with this. I'm done with her. A couple days passed. I get a funny little message. From the girl. Hey, it's been a while since we've talked. Miss you. Like, I hope Rick is going well for you. So what do? The responsible thing. I blocked her. I blocked her. I blocked her. I haven't seen her. Haven't heard from her. Don't care. And that was that story. It was crazy. Sometimes I think about what younger Eric was thinking of whenever he did this stuff like this. Because I was not thinking with my head. But I was thinking with my head, you know what I mean?
Nope.
Alright, y'all don't need to be like that. Let's see what the boys are doing. I don't want to see what the boys are doing. I'll be so real. So, yeah, as soon as I was cameras, I would have dipped. You see, Karens, you're smart. You're smart, 18-year-old. 18, 19-year-old me. Like, I don't know what I was thinking whenever I was younger. My first, only, and last racist person that I've ever talked to. I was thinking with my dick. Because bro, just straight up. Just straight up. I don't know what I was thinking. I was a dumb little man. I was a dumb little man back in the day. It was not fun. But yeah, no, that story was crazy. Also, I've only ever been to the club one time. And that kind of decided my fate to never go to the club again. Because, don't get me wrong, I love good music. I love getting a little dance. Love getting my little shoulder shimmy pop out occasionally. But I went to the club, right? This is also a fun story. I went to the club for my friend's 21st birthday. And first time going to the club, it turns out you have to wear pants at the club. Didn't know that, but I was like, alright, fine, fuck it, I'll wear pants. It's like 11 at night when I get to the club. And, well, you're not a guy, Bede. The freak. So, hola, Bede. How are you? We missed you today. out chat. But I get to the club and they're like, the first thing my friends told me was have cash. I don't know why. I still don't know why. I don't care why. I pulled out like $300 in cash. Was that a lot? Yes. Did I use it all? No. I think I maybe used like $60 to $80. That's still a lot, but everything that wasn't used, put back into my account. I think they said because you get charged more for card. I don't remember. I don't care. But we went to two or three clubs that night. But the first club, so we're chilling, we're vibing, we're playing. They're playing, I think, Bad Bunny. And there's a big old dance circle. I'm vibing out. I'm having a good time. And my friend calls me. He's like, ring, ring, ring. What's up, boy? I'm at the club. Come get me in. I was like, I'll get in. I'll get you in the bit for free. Just say the word in my club tonight. That's not how I was acting. I was low-key tired of shit. But I was trying to like save face, like, you know. My friends were having a good time. But I'm like, yeah, no, I'll go get you. And I can't go out the club because I don't want to repay. So I do my little skedaddle and I'm like, yo, my boy's here. Let me go get him. And the first thing I see, 3 bouncers all up in my boy's Johnson. And they're like, you can't come in, son. You can't come in. And I swear to God, I heard him say it's because I'm white. And I was like, he's a funny guy. But no, it's because this dude had shorts on. And I go out there, I'm like, bro, like, can't he just like pay a little extra just to come in? He's like, fuck no, bro, get this cracker out of here. And I'm like, whoa, it probably is because he's white. So I'm like, I'll let them know. I think we're about to head out to another club. Regardless, like, we want you to be in here. Maybe I got some pants in the truck, whatever. And he's like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'll just head home. And mind you, we hadn't hung out with my boy in a while. So we were like, nah, bro, we'll figure it out. Trust, we'll figure it out. And I walked back to the group. My friend's grinding on my other friend. They're having a grand old time. You know, the only one allowed to drink is drinking because it is his 21st birthday, and I'm just chilling there I'm like, they won't let my boy in, and they're like, what? I'm like, they won't let my boy in. Like, he's still just shaking ass on my cousin, mind you, on my cousin. And I'm like, they're not letting him in, and he's like, what? I can't hear you. I'm shaking ass. And I'm like, I can see that, but they're not letting my boy in. And he's like, why aren't they letting him in? And I'm like, I think it's because he don't got pants. And then he just stopped shaking ass, and he's like, now why the fuck would he come in shorts? And I'm like, oh, this got serious fast. And I was like, you know him. He doesn't own a pair of pants. And so they're like, nah, this club sucks. Anyways, we're about to head out. And there's a top lounge too. There's a top lounge. I think it's a 2-story club. There's a top lounge. Most disgusting place I've ever been to in my entire life. because there's fucking carpet on it. Mind you, I hate carpet, chat. If it's not clean, don't get carpet. But that's besides the point. He's like, all right, let's go to the upstairs lounge. It's a lot more. Mans was just dancing his life away and saying that club was boring. He was drunk. He's also funny. But he's like, we can go upstairs. It's a lot more chill. We can like hear each other. We can plan something out up there. And it was a lot more chill. They were playing more like mellow R&B type music, just vibe out. That's definitely upstairs was definitely the place where you could like go up with somebody you met at the club, grab their neck and just start macking out with them. You know what I mean? And I'm only saying that because there was nobody that wasn't fucking making out with somebody else upstairs. The ground is sticky. I'm surrounded by people who are just fucking macking out. And I'm like, chill vibes, bruh. Chill vibes. And I can't even assume they were a couple. But these people that were macking out on each other just straight up bump into me. And then they look at me and they're like, watch it, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck you saying watch it for me, bro? You got your tongue down this girl's throat, eyes closed. Don't know where you're going. Telling me to watch out. The fuck? And so, I'm like, I need to chill out. My friend grabs me. The one who was shaking ass on my cousin. He grabs me. He's like, you're good. And I'm like, bro's telling me to watch out, bro. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. And he immediately goes back to macking out with his girl. And I'm like, bro, you were not bothered. You were not bothered by me at all. Cut the tough shit, bro. Cut the tough shit. You're 5'2". Regardless. I'm chilling. Me and my friends find a like quiet little corner where nobody's macking out. And and we discuss what we're gonna go do next. And we're like, oh, this other club's about to open. They're a lot more chill. They're a lot more vibey. Like, they're not gonna care if he's wearing shorts. We can go in there. And I'm like, all right, bet. Let me go text my boy. He's probably still outside. So I text him, no service. So I tell them, I'm like, hey, I don't get service. We got to get out of here. But my boy, whose 21st birthday, just vibing out to the music, and I think they were playing like, who the fuck were they playing? I don't remember. I can't tell you. But it was low-key a vibey song. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a vibey song, and it was fun. And then I look over to my left. And I quickly understood why the floor was so sticky. Broad daylight. I would want to say there's probably 50 plus people upstairs. And I see this dude just drenched in sweat. Absolutely drenched. And he's like wiping off his forehead. He's like wiping off his face. He's grabbing his shirt. He's in one of these. And I'm like, oh, why is bro so sweaty? Oh, that's why bro is so sweaty. And I see this lady just straight up on fours, ass out, just. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, I look at my friends. I look at my friends and I'm like, those guys are fucking. We need to leave. and I shit you not, they're like, they're not fucking. Oh my god, they're fucking. Like, so fucking loud. So fucking loud. And bro, this girl's got her fucking hand and feet on this sticky ass carpet floor. And I'm like, ugh. We gotta go. And and I shit you not, bro. I bolted out of there. I was like, bro, this is so gross. So gross. And I get out of there, I see my boy, and I tell him everything. I'm like, bro, there were people fucking in there. And nobody cared. And I was just fucking dying. I was like, oh my god. My friends were laughing about it. I was like, bro, that's fucking disgusting. There's no way. How are y'all laughing at this? But we leave that club and we go to this other one. And it is a lot more chill. Well, chill on the rules, I should say. Because they were letting people smoke in there. They were literally wearing whatever. I swear to God, I saw some lady wearing dental floss that was in front of me, and I was like, man, to have her confidence one day. That's all I thought about. And we go into this club. The music's blasting. People are wearing people are like sitting at sectionals. People are sitting at these sectionals. Actually, no. My friends dead ass looked at me and they were like, because I asked, I was like, why is nobody sitting at the sections? Like, I was like, just don't worry about it. I was like, nobody's sitting at the sections. Why don't we just get a section? Why don't we get a little booth? And they're like, oh, it's because we're here early. Bitch, it's 2 a.m. Fuck you mean we're here early? And she was not wrong. It was like 4 a.m. of just vibing to music. Honestly, that club was kind of lit. Not even gonna lie. 20-year-old Eric was having a great time. I'm not gonna lie. But 4 a.m, all the sections were taken up. I was like, bro, we could have gotten a section. But let's go back in time just a tiny bit. My friend is like, we're sitting in the area where, you dance and shit. It's a pretty small club, a relatively small club compared to the one we were just at. And he's like, one of our friends, she was like, oh, I'm tired of wearing these shoes, like, oh, my feet hurt. And my friend dead ass just like, he's like, oh, there's a booth over there, let's just go sit down. And low-key, the security made it a bigger deal than what it was, but low-key, bro, White Chocolate was just having a rough night. Because security goes over there and they press him. Like, so hard for no reason. Mind you, it was our first time there. Mine and my boys, not the birthday boys and friends. And we were just like, they just like come all up on him and they're like, the fuck are you doing, bro? You gotta pay for this shit. Like, just grilling him. And I'm like, all right, bro, he didn't know. Chill out on my boy. And he's like, I didn't know you had to pay for them. I'm like, no, bro, fuck those guys. Like, you're chill. They weren't gonna do shit. They're fake cops, fake security. And we're kind of vibing. I'm vibing. And I'm just having a good old time. Hold up, let me trying to play out a song that they played that really like. Then this song comes on, bro. Got a million on my checklist 3 years ago. At the 0 to the 1, I'm in a different mode. They started playing this song. They started playing that song. And I go absolutely ballistic. Because they were only playing good music. I think there was like 3 DJs and they were only playing fucking bops. I'm like, And so, like, all my friends are just like, they're like hyping me up. They're like, get it, brown boy, get it. All of them are drunk. I'm having a grand old time. And, you know, they were hyping me up. I will say the only part that I was kind of like, that was kind of like not cool was there were these group of guys that came up behind my friends and just like, they didn't respect their personal space. That wasn't chill, but they like told me and my boys, and we were boys with this guy who's literally like 7 foot tall, big old build. I think he's a college basketball player now. And we just go up to them and they're like, "Hey, bro, like that's not chill. That's not chill. Like, yeah, respect him, whatever." But that was a pretty chill experience, I should say. But since that day, since that 21st birthday, I told my friends, I was like, "Yeah, I'm never going to the club again. I'm not a club person. I've never been a club person. Thank you for the invites, and even invites to this day. But I'm not a club person." And they were like, "Oh, what are you gonna do for your 21st birthday?" Shit, not go to the club. Because bro, to me, it's still so crazy that those guys were just fucking in the club. Had that lady fucking bent over on that nasty ass floor, bro. Holy cow. Like, oh my gosh, thank you for fucking. Bro, we got the fucking late game again. Ugh. Anyways. I wonder what other stories I could tell you about. I'm trying to relive my glory days. Hmm. No? I think that's it. Everything I can legally tell you. I've done a good amount of illegal shit. Hmm. Man, this really was just a So it was just a yapping stream, huh? My bad, boys. I'm low-key tired. Tired as hell. And I was hungry. I literally didn't eat anything today. But it was a good yap stream. It was a good yap stream. I liked it. I enjoyed it. But I hope you're having fun packing. Fucking nerd. Scratched a million off my checklist 3 years ago. No, literally, I don't know what to fucking wear. Have we tried clothes? It's because I hate being an outfit. Oh, repeater. I was like, what the fuck are you an outfit? Bro. You know how many times I've worn this outfit on stream? Got the pink shorts on. We got the LA Angel City FC. Shout out to my women. Kiss the badge. Loyal to my roots. I'm not from LA. I literally wear this hat every day. You're a man? Nothing's wrong with being a man. Crayons, don't worry about it. Unless you beat women and do like not manly shit. Like respect other people. Chad, do I need ketchup? Nope. Like exhibit A, B, C, and D. Ha! Not gonna say that. I think my nuggets are cold. Mansplain, manspread, and manipulate. Crayons. I'm not crayons. Whoops. But if the Lord and Savior, if the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ didn't want us to mansplain, He wouldn't have given us a mouth. If He didn't want us to manspread, He wouldn't have given us legs. And if He didn't want us to manipulate, He wouldn't have given us brains. Like, it's not our fault Jesus Christ built us to be awesome. Because what do women know? How to lie, cheat, and hot shit, bro. Like, let's be so dead ass. We do know about cars and dinosaurs. Not too much now, crayons. My girlfriend is beautiful, kind, and smart. But only my girlfriend. Every other girl is whatever. Fine, I say I'm low-key kind of eating, so it's kind of hard to have your back right now. But I got your back. Just from like a distance while I'm eating. You got it, twin. That's me in the back. Yelling that you got it, twin. I'm bulletproof. Guys, what do y'all think this girl is doing? Chat, did y'all know that whenever I stream, and whenever I'm streaming, I always think about what Miss Girl is doing? Dinosaur office? Hold on, let's hear him out. Let's hear him out, and then we can see if he deserves a timeout. Explain yourself, crayons. It's already a show? No, it's not. No, it is not. Holy fucking shit, I hate this stupid ass. I hate fucking AI. Holy shit, it is. The trailer is on the 3DS. Y'all do realize y'all are both mods, and y'all shouldn't. Whatever. No, y'all can't time each other out unless I give y'all permission. If this trailer isn't good, crayons, you do deserve it. You do deserve the title.
Dinosaur Office! Roar! Hey, Craig! How was your weekend? I was going to plant azaleas, but the soil was too damp. I went to the hardware store instead, just to browse. I'm surprised you had that much free time. I was here all weekend, finishing my quarterly report. Oh no, the quarterly report. I totally blanked. Terry is gonna kill me.
Hey, Craig, I noticed that your report was absent from my desk this morning. Hi, Todd, how are you?
I can't complain.
Craig, do you have any idea what could have happened with that?
I'm so sorry, Terry. It slipped my mind. I've been so busy with the Q2.
Well, no, I know you've been working hard lately. Just get those reports to me as soon as you can.
I will get them to you by the end of the day.
That sounds great. Hey, do you guys want to grab an early lunch?
Ooh, no can do, Terry. I brought leftovers. My wife made too much lentil loaf. I'm trying to lose weight now, so I can put it back on when I go on vacation.
Alrighty then, I guess I'll just grab something around here.
Hey, Did you want me to print this out or send it via email?
Maybe both, just to be safe.
Yeah, go ahead and time him out. That should deny hit, crayons. That should deny hit. But don't time him out for like 10 seconds. Also, I think if I time him out, he loses his mod. Don't time him out. Let's time him out in our minds. Crayons, I can't see those because you're timed out in my brain right now. No way. Crayons timed you out way long ago. I love whatever y'all's beef is, bro. I don't know, crayons. That's so funny. But I heard that, from a little birdie. Betta used to treat you well whenever y'all did talk. Why are you leaving? I also might leave. Your secrets. I didn't know crayons had secrets. Are you talking about how you would lick the dust bunnies from in between her toes? Because that wasn't a secret. You told everybody that. April 5th, 2012. What did you do April 5th, 2012? Wait, but do you leave tomorrow? Bruh, you're oh my days. That's crazy. I thought you left next week, Thursday. I can't believe it. I know you told me, but I'm stupid. So I literally thought, oh, she leaves next Thursday. So when are you gonna come pick up these clothes? Better, you know what you need, man. Loki, if Beta does come over, we could stream the 1v1. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you know what you need? You need a Mexican man, Beta. You need a Mexican man. For what? Just to be treated nicely. To be treated good. Yeah, Corinth is pretty chill. What was I gonna say? What race do y'all see me with? A beaner? Oh shit, I gotta say that. I'm Mexican. Chat, it's cool. Chat, hold on, chat. Chat, it's chill. Chat, it's upside down. Chat, it's chill. It's chill, chat. I could say it. I swear I can say that. Oh my god. You're canceled now? No. No, please. Please. You know what I will say? You know what I will say? You can call me whatever you want. I will never be as offended as somebody calling me a Latinx. But that's just me. Latinx? Y'all don't know what a Latinx is? Technically, I'm a Latinx, depending on who you ask. It's it's basically just a friendly way to be all inclusive for the Latino community. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for that. Just don't call me it. Me specifically. Me. If you want to be included, go ahead. Go right ahead. I'll respect your values. Just don't call me that shit. That's fucking throwing hands with you, bruh. That's worse than a slur for me. And that's on God, baby girl. That's on God, baby girl. I thought you said that you have Thursdays and Fridays off. So somebody's lying. Bro, yes, you did. Chat, clip it. Go to his VOD and find where he said that. Chat, take his balls. Chat, you want? Yeah, I want to know something that annoys me about myself. Um, I unironically say chat sentence like just anywhere. You can ask Miss Girl. You can ask my family. You can ask anybody who I've ever like ran into. I'll just out of nowhere be like, chat, what do we think about this? And after I'm done doing it, I'm like, why did I say that? I'm so locked in even when I'm not locked in. Crayons, aren't you out like next week? You should go. But you know me, I've always been a big advocator on school. Stay in school. You know, get your proper education. Your sister's graduating, isn't she like 12? Or do you have another sister that we don't know about? Oh, that's nice. You don't believe in graduations? I know they had graduations for pre-K when I was a child. It's just a way to honor the children, you know, give them the respect that they deserve for, going to school, getting good grades, not being held back. It's good for a child's mental health. I understand why they do it. They feel validated for, you know, the struggle that they have in that grade. As a therapist, I need to know these things. Well, then go get candy for your good grades, brother. I finished my nuggets. Crayons, I will literally buy you a candy bar if you go to school tomorrow. Hey, man. Don't say I didn't offer. Ugh. But because I'm done with my food chop. I don't even know what that means, crayons. But because I'm done with my food, that's gonna be it for me, boys. We'll continue gaming tomorrow. Um, we'll be back with the Sledgehammer game that makes me want to stop living. But thank you guys so much for watching this stream. If y'all did enjoy, make sure to head over to youtube.com/IamEric2. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell. It'd be greatly appreciated. With that being said, all you beautiful people, y'all stay safe. Drink water. A lot of it. I almost threw up. See ya.